holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Stewart. Going up top.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and it'll be Titan football.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Herbert off of play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
This defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Herbert.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
Back to football.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long.
On first down, Tucker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get him is the idea.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
They'll run on first down. It's Tucker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Stewart to throw it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 45.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On first down, Tucker. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Running left, it's Henry.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Stewart. And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stewart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last two drives.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check smash. Two flats. And who we got? Who that? Joe Street. 53 small. Check 53 small.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff, running left, Henry.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Herbert now. He finds Hopkins complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 31, Herbert. He's going deep for Brown. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the the season, and the Titans are going to retake the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So holding holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker, and he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 16.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep for Hopkins. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Derwin James with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down now, it's Henry, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
look to throw. Pryor has it complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Stewart on the move to his left. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Felt compelled.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running left, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write an end to this one.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, they continue.